Hey guys, so today I am going to make a quick video about the quick assessment you just took yesterday over multiplying decimals. Some of you guys look confused, no big deal. Remember, the whole point of this is I wanted to see where you were at. I wanted to see what you were capable of. And if you weren't able to do this, guys, it's not something to make you feel bad. It's something just to open up your eyes. So if you weren't able to do this, I hope you have since opened up your eyes and realized, man, I really need to learn this. And that's the whole point. I'm here to help you. Um, so I'm making this video to go over the 6 problems that you are responsible for on your quick assessment. And while you're doing these 6 problems, I want you to check over your answers. If you miss these, because we graded the paper in class, why don't you watch me do them and see what mistakes you might have made and correct those mistakes. And remember, you can retake this assessment as many times as you want. You control your grade. I'm going to repeat that. You guys control your grade. Okay? So, let's get to it. And I'm going to get out of this. And here we go. I went ahead and rewrote everything on paper just so we can zoom through this and it'll be a pretty quick video. Here is problem 1 that was listed. It said 3/10 times, it's kind of out of focus, hold on. 3/10 times 9/10. So I'm just going to start off easy. Remember, when you multiply decimals, you line up your numbers. Our numbers are lined up. It just so happens the decimals are lined up too. No big deal. 9 times 3 is 27. So I'm going to put my 2, I'm going to put my 7, and I'm going to carry my 2. 9 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is going to be 2. Now remember on multiplication, when you're done with this, you cross that out, and you're going to put a 0 in that place value so you don't use it again. Now this problem is pretty easy. You start over again with the 0. I'm going to multiply from here to here. 0 times 3 is 0, and then 0 times 0 is 0. Now when I add these up, I get 7, 2, 0. I'm done multiplying. I multiplied normal. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to count my bowls of ice cream. I'm going to go to this top set of digits, and there is a decimal, so I have to do 1 bowl to get there. Over here, to get to this decimal, I'm going to do 1 bowl to get there. At the end, I'm going to add those guys up. 1 plus 1 is 2. This guy's going to walk all the way down, and he's going to go 1, 2. So my answer is going to be 27 hundredths. Alright guys, problem 2 is very similar. We have 2 and 6/10 times 1 and 7/10. Now it was written sideways, horizontally, so I just wrote it like this. Now remember, I lined up the digits, I lined up the numbers, and again, the decimals just happen to be lined up. That's just how it goes. So I'm going to start with this one, and some of you guys need to pay attention just to practice how to multiply in the correct order. So I'm going to do 7 times 6. 7 times 6 is 42. I'm going to put my 2. I'm going to carry my 4. Now I go across. 7 times 2 is 14, and 14 plus 4 is 18. Please do not be afraid to use your fingers when you're adding if you need to. I am done with my 7, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to cross that out, and I'm going to put a 0 in this place value. And if it helps you out, you're done with that 4, I'm going to cross that out. That's why I do these in different colors. Next, I start with the 1. And now I'm going to go back across. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 2 is 2. I'm going to add these up. So I'm going to get 2. 8 plus 6 is 14. So I'm going to put my 4. I'm going to carry my 1. So I'm going to do 2, 3, 4. Now I am done multiplying. That's exactly how you do it. But our last step is we need to count our bowls of ice cream. I'm going to look at this first set of digits. Now I see this guy up here, and I have to do 1 bowl to get to that decimal. I go down here. Guess what? I have to do another bowl to get to that decimal. 1 plus 1 is 2. So I have 2 bowls of ice cream. This guy's going to scoot on down. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go 1, 2. So that's my final answer. 4, I'll even rewrite it so you can see it. 4 and 42 hundredths. Alright guys, and this one is a little different. It's the same thing written on your paper. It says 1 and 9 hundredths times 5 and 4 tenths. Now again, look how I did this. I lined up the numbers to the far right side. Now in this case, the decimals are not lined up. They do not need to be lined up. Just the numbers do. So I line these guys up. We are perfect. So I'm going to start with this 4. 4 times 9 is 36. I'm going to put my 6 here, and I'm going to carry my 3. 4 times 0 is 0. But 0 plus 3 is going to be 3. I'll go back to my 4. 4 times 1 is 4. So I'm done with my 4, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to put a 0 in this place value so I don't use that place value again. And I'm going to cross that 3 out because I do not need it anymore. Remember, as you're working through these problems, if you want to use a colored pencil, if it helps you to change the colors up like I'm doing, please do it. Now I'm going to start with this 5. 5 times 9 is 45. I'm going to put my 5, and now I'm going to carry my 4. 5 times 0 is 0, plus 4 is going to be 4. And then 5 times 1 is 5. So I add these guys up. I'm going to go straight down. 6 plus 0 is 6. 3 plus 5 is 8. 4 and 4 is 8. And then I bring my 5 down. So I am completely done multiplying. That is perfect. But now I have to count my bowls of ice cream. I look at these first set of digits. We definitely have a decimal. So I'm going to do 1 bowl, 2 bowls. So there's a 2 right here. I'm going to go down here. I got 1 bowl. So if I add these up, how many bowls do I have together? I have 3. So I'm going to take that 3, I'm going to come on down. So I'm going to go over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. My decimal is right there. And that is my final answer. If you want me to rewrite it, I will. That is the final answer for problem 3 on your quick assessment. Guys, we're doing fantastic. Here is problem 4. So I'm going to go through this, and here we go. We have our numbers lined up, so I'm going to start with my 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 7 is 42, plus 1 is 43. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 4 is 10. I'm done. I'm going to put a 0 in this place value. I'm going to start over. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 7 is 14. I'll put my 4, carry my 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Now I'm done with this 2, and I forgot to cross out that 6. I'm sorry. So I'm going to put a 0 here, and I also bring this 0 down. Start with the 1. 1 and 2, 2. 1 times 7, 7. 1 times 1 is 1. Now I'm going to add all these up. So 2 plus 0 is 2. 3 and 4 is 7. 4 and 2 is 6. That's 10, 11. Carry my 1. 1 and 1 is 2. So that is my final answer for number 4. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to go over 1. Go over another 1. I'm going to add these up. My final answer is 2. 1, 2. That's my final answer, guys. I'm going to zoom through these other two because class is actually about to start. Here's number 5. I have it set up. All the numbers are set up. So 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 5 is 15. Plus 1 is going to be 16. 3 times 0, we have 0. And 0 plus 1 is 1. I'm done with that 3. So I'm going to cross it out and I'm going to put a 0 in that place value. Now next, I'm going to start with my 0. 0 and 6 is 0. 0 and 5 is 0. 0 and 0 is 0. So I put a 0 here and bring that one down. So we don't really need to do this. I'm just showing you the steps. 0 and 6, 0 and 5, 0 and 0. I did that to show you how many zeros we do put down. We add this up, we're going to get 1, 6, 8, 0, 0. That is our final answer. But as we look at our bowls of ice cream, we have 2 here and 2 here. We add this up, we get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is our final answer for number 5. I'm going to scoot straight over to number 6. Number 6 is a little different. This number was listed second on the problem, but because there's more digits, we're going to put it on top. And we line up the numbers to the far right. You see? We scoot the numbers all the way over there. Imagine there's a wall. So when we start, we do 9 and 2 is 18. 9 times 0 is 0. But 0 plus 1 is going to be 1. 9 times 0 is 0. We're done with that 9. I'm going to put a 0 here, and I'm going to cross that 1 out, so I don't need to use it again. Now I start with my 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 0 is 0, and 4 times 0 is another 0. So when I add these up, this is what I'm going to get. Now when I look at my bowls of ice cream, I do 1, 2, 1. So, and I'm sorry, that is a 2 and that is a 1. Do you guys see that? When I add these up, I'm going to have 3 bowls of ice cream. I'm going to walk this down. 1, 2, 3. So that makes my final answer this right here. Guys, I hope this video helped. You need to do this video before you can take your assessment over again. Remember, you can take this assessment as many times as possible. I just want you to get to where you need to be successful. All right, guys. Thank you and take care, and I can't wait to see you in class.